watch your videos.
I appreciate it, bro.
Boxing.
I appreciate it. All right, guys.
Dontae'S boxing.
What's going on? All right. I was gonna ask you who was gonna win, but I don't have to ask now. What's up, y'all? All right, y'all. All right.
Dontae'S Boxing Nation.
My man. Canelo. Dontae'S Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? First things first is congratulations to Canelo Alvarez. He gets the knockout over Liam Smith. I believe it was in the 9th round. He knocks down Liam Smith 3 times, which was really impressive. And look, I'll say this. If you're going to be in there with a guy that is nowhere near on your level, that's what you're supposed to do to him, is knock them out. And you're supposed to beat them in impressive fashion. Canelo Alvarez, he did not look exposed, and that's exactly what Canelo Alvarez did. And I actually bet on this fight because the odds were ridiculous. I think the odds were like 8-1. So I bet on the fight. I picked Liam Smith to win the fight, but I hedged the bet with Canelo Alvarez knocking out Liam Smith. So I made my money back, and I made a little bit on top of that. So that was pretty cool. But with that being said, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about this fight. Like I said, I was impressed with Canelo Alvarez's performance, his power. I don't know how much more Canelo Alvarez weighed compared to Liam Smith, but he definitely showed impressive power, and he showed great speed, coordination in the fight. He had a decent type of defense. It wasn't the best defense. He was getting caught when Liam Smith let his hands go, but he showed a decent defense. But once again, you know, his accuracy, his speed, and his power was definitely impressive. I thought it was interesting because Liam Smith, he said he was too cute. He said he was too cute in there. Sounds like he's talking about being in the ring with Floyd Mayweather or something. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say Canelo Alvarez is the next Floyd Mayweather, but you could clearly see the Mayweather influence in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, because you could see him using the Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll, etc., etc. But once again, this is what you're supposed to do to a guy who doesn't belong in the ring with you. Going into this fight, I said it would really be interesting if Liam Smith, he applies real pressure on Canelo Alvarez throughout the entire fight. If he really tries to walk down Canelo and break him down. I said in my previous video as well, or does he go in the ring and get caught by Canelo and all of a sudden become gun shy like David Lemieux did when he fought against Gennady Golovkin? And that's exactly what happened in this fight. As soon as Canelo started to land punches, all of a sudden the fake aggressive fighter started to box, or he tried to box, which really made no sense because his only chance in this fight was to be aggressive. But the problem is he could not match Canelo Alvarez's power. On top of that, he was doing some really inexperienced things in the ring, like coming forward, and every time Canelo went on the attack, Liam Smith, he would put his head down. I mean, he would literally be looking down at the ground while Canelo Alvarez was attacking. You know, usually when people are coming in with that high guard, with that aggressive high guard, they're bobbing, they're weaving, and even when they go into that guard, they're still looking at their opponent. right? So they know which punches are coming at them. But with Liam Smith, this man was putting his head down, and that's how he got caught with that body shot. You know, the last 2 times he got knocked down were by body shots. Every time he got caught with the body shot, he had his head down, so he never even seen the punches even coming. He didn't know if an uppercut was coming. He didn't know if a body punch was coming. So, you know, for someone to have so much experience, I was surprised that he was making those type of mistakes in the ring. And mistakes like that is ultimately what gets you knocked out, and that's what happened in this fight. But the interesting thing is with Liam Smith, when he let his hands go, he was actually successful for the most part. But Canelo Alvarez, he kept coming back with beautiful combinations. He was doing some good stuff in there. Canelo Alvarez's jab was on point, hooks to the body, uppercuts. He was looking really good. He did not have a fighter in there to pressure him like Liam Smith promised he would. But at the end of the day, there's no doubt about it, Canelo Alvarez, he picked the right fighter to fight at the 154-pound division. It would be really interesting to see if Canelo Alvarez, if he's not going to fight against Gennady Golovkin next, if he's not moving up to middleweight, I should say, next, it would be really interesting to see if he would take on the best fighters in the division that he's fighting at right now, which obviously are Demetrius Andrade, Jermall Charlo, or I should say the winner of Jermall versus Julian Williams. It would really be interesting to see Canelo go in the ring against the best fighters at 154 instead of the less fighters at 154, right? When it comes to Gennady Golovkin, a lot of people have given Canelo Alvarez a much better chance in that fight after watching Golovkin's performance over the welterweight champion of the world, Kell Brook. But we have to see it. We have to see what's going to happen. There's no doubt about it. With the power and the speed that Canelo generates, that would make for a really, really good challenge for Gennady Golovkin. That's why I'm really interested in watching that fight, because Canelo Alvarez, he definitely seems like he has middleweight power. I mean, right now, it seems like Canelo Alvarez is really a middleweight, just trying his best to fight at the junior middleweight division so that he can have that natural power advantage over his opponents. I truly believe that if Canelo moves up to middleweight, he'll carry that power because he's a middleweight right now. I believe, my guess is he probably weighed anywhere from, 175 to 185 in the ring tonight. Because I believe Amir Khan, he said that Canelo Alvarez was over 180 the night that they fought. So there's no doubt about it. Canelo Alvarez, he can carry his power to 160. He might even be able to carry the power to 168. So we'll see. The only thing that concerns me about a Golovkin fight is, I don't know if any of you guys seen Golovkin standing next to Canelo, but Golovkin, he looks a lot more taller than Canelo. And if that's the case, Golovkin has a great jab. So Canelo's biggest problem would be getting around that jab as far as I'm concerned. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, no reason, I guess, to talk too much about that fight, because that fight may or may not ever happen. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up for now. I'll be talking a lot more about this fight later on. That's all I got, guys. I'm on to the next one.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Love that.